Good morning, you guys. As you could see, Quinn is quite tired still, so he's actually right now still staying in bed, and I woke up like this. No, I didn't, but today I have to hurry a little bit because for the lunchtime I have to drive over to my mother's place. I can film a little bit over there as well and show you her beautiful house. She's got like a little tiny witch house and it suits her quite well. Not because she's a witch, but she's some kind of magical person. And so, first thing, of course, what we are doing today is open up the calendar, right? Oh, hey Quinn, it's not for you. Yeah. He's very warm still because he was underneath the blanket. So cute. That's his favorite place to sleep, by the way, at night. And even when he was a little baby puppy, then he already liked to sleep down there, and we were very afraid that he might die down there. But then one guy said, well, dogs are still kind of wild animals, so before they die, they definitely warn you and tell you that attention, something's happening. So yeah, we got used to that. So what day is today? Today is 7. For you guys, it's already Vlogmas day 8, so welcome to that. I'm glad we made it so far. So what's in here? It's a little house. And by the way, you know how many times I've been standing in front of this calendar because I really wanted to eat some chocolate and we don't have any more chocolate at home, except now for the one that Isa gave me yesterday in her little Nikolaus present. But yeah, and Marcel, to be honest, already opened every single door and ate all the chocolate now. But since we are always doing this together, guys, I really had to fight myself from eating the chocolate from this calendar. So what we are doing today is later on I will discuss a little bit the topic of finding your illustration style, how that all works and how I did it, how I find my current illustration style. And but first, of course, I'm going to edit the vlog, as you know, as always. And then when I have a little bit of time left, then I can do the discussing thing and the conversations from the carpet. And after that, we're going to get ready to go over to my mother's place, because then we are getting lunch and then we're going to a Christmas market, and I'm very excited because I'm going to bring you guys with me, and finally you can see a proper Christmas market in Germany. So I'll bring this camera because this camera is doing the best shots of that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's what's the plan for today. And of course we are also doing the illustration for the 24th to Christmas. To be honest, yesterday I didn't draw at all. I found the topic hard, or not boring, but I didn't want to draw something boring. So then I later sketched a little bit and decided that I'm doing this a little bit differently. So I'll show you that later on as well. So let's get into editing the vlog now, shall we? Hello guys, and welcome to another Conversations from the Carpet video. So for today I thought I'd answer those questions for the illustration style topic, because this style topic is really also just as pricing is. It's a hard topic. And I know I've also struggled a lot finding my own style and being really happy with my style. It took me really quite a long time to get there. So in the first place, I have to tell you guys that during my university times, I really did not draw a lot at all. And the reason for that was because I was kind of hiding my stuff, and I was really not loading anything up on any homepage or any Facebook, or I barely did draw at all, to be honest, because I don't know, I was super scared. I did more of graphic design stuff, or I wrote some text stuff, and yeah, but drawing didn't really happen a lot. I started drawing again finally after my degree, and well, then of course I had to figure out myself what kind of style I'm going to have to develop for the children's books illustration career. So I started looking at other people's works and what they were doing and how all of their stuff looked like. And there's one thing you all have to know, that there's some certain style already in you. So whenever you draw something, it's all, I think, well, for me it was like that, and I'm pretty sure it's like that for everyone else. When I did draw something, everyone always told me, I can totally see that this is by you. And I never saw this myself, you know, and that surprised me all the time again. So the first thing I did, I started just drawing random stuff, and then I started to draw something for stories that already existed. So for example, I started with Alice in Wonderland, and if you look at older works, I'm going to show you one illustration of Alice over here. And if you look at that work, for example, the color is much more dark than in my illustrations that I do now. And the reason for that is actually I really liked that kind of style and that kind of colors. But the problem is, for that, within Germany, no publisher would really work with colors that dark. Some would, definitely, like a few special publishers, that's for sure. But I was like, okay, I don't want to only work on, let's say, only one book a year. I want to have more illustration jobs for children's books, because the main thing I really want to do is work with children's book publishers, because that's the thing that really makes me happy, and I enjoy this the most. So I really need to figure out a way to get more jobs by children's book illustration publishers. So I had to switch a little bit. So I switched. Oh, and one more thing is, if you look at that drawing again, then you can see that there are barely no outlines, really. And that's also something I had to change, because in Germany publishers really like outlines. And of course, again, not every publisher is the same, but also the same story that I told you before. I wanted to get more jobs for children's book illustration, so I had to kind of switch my style a little bit. Not my style, but how I color stuff, or using outlines and adding outlines. And I had to switch that for the German market. And I'm only speaking here for the German market, because these were the publishers I really wanted to work with. And for other countries, some different styles can work. And that's, for example, the UK is much more experimental when it comes to style. So yeah, and also in America, for example, there's a whole different style working for illustrators or for the market. So you always have to check out what is working within your country. That being said, I started to switch and use a little bit lighter colors, and I added a few outlines as well. And then I also figured out, like, how do I want to draw eyes or noses and anything like that. And sometimes it can help if you look at other people's works and you pick, for example, pick the style of the eyes from one person, pick the style of the nose from another person, or pick the style for a mouth or her drawing mouthies from another person again. and just make a little combination of what you like the most. And by just drawing and drawing more and drawing every single day, you start to add your style anyways, because there's something inside of you that's always been there, because when you were a child and you did draw something, I think that kind of stuff still sticks with you. So yeah, just trust in yourself. And then the other thing also is, of course, if you are working digitally. For me, for example, I'm only working digitally, even though my pencil sketches are still manually, of course, but I scan everything in and then add the color later on. But I try my best to still make it look like I didn't draw it on my computer, if that makes sense. You can do that by adding textures, for example, using there are like so many brushes for Photoshop out there, you guys. And for example, check out Kyle T. Webster's brushes or Marco Guadalupe's brushes. I have a few of those, and it really took me a long time to figure out which brushes are working best for me, or which ones I like the most, because there are so many. Like I think I loaded down the maximum bundle or the mega bundle of Kyle T. Webster, and there are so many brushes in there, you guys. It took me a long time to figure out what kind of brushes are my favorite ones. So yeah, and try to experiment a little bit around and try to see or try to find your favorite brushes, and try to figure out how you want to draw and what you want to draw. And also try out combinations of colors, for example. Google for color themes online and find great working combinations. And oh, by the way, I also have a great video for the color theory. I'm going to leave the link down below. It also helped me a lot, and it really takes a little while until you figure out what works best for you and what you actually like. You're not supposed to copy anything like a whole style from another person. You're supposed to really find something that suits you. It's like not getting a costume and be someone else. It's find your voice within illustration. And I'm sure you can do that by trying out different things and figuring out what you like most. So for me, I don't know, how long did it take? I think I did those illustrations for Alice in Wonderland in 2016. So now we have 2018, so now you can see how long that took me. And I'm sure that it will never stay the same, because the more we're working on stuff, the better we get every single day, and the easier the work will be. And sometimes we maybe think, okay, we can switch a little bit more into the direction we just started with, and maybe can try to be a little bit more special. I mean, the publishers who know you, they can tell you, hey, okay, this is a little bit too special for us. Could you maybe switch a little bit, you know, go backwards and do your other thing again? But yeah, try to experiment and combine stuff. Don't copy, but make it a game, make it something very exciting, and don't stress yourself too much about it. It'll come over time. Just try to draw every single day, and the more you draw, the sooner you get there. It's that easy. That's the topic for today. I hope I could help a little bit with that. And don't forget to leave me any kind of other topic down there, anything you want to know, anything that's flying around in your head, like the big question marks. What's that fly again? Did you see that? It's a very tiny fly, and I don't know how she's surviving all this time. So yeah, right now my video is, by the way, rendering, so I'm going to load the next video up very soon. I might also do the illustration, or at least start doing the illustration now. Well, by the way, the other question was also how I'm doing this 24 to Christmas theme. So the only thing pretty much is I just look at the topic for today, and then I start sketching, and I just sometimes just sketch randomly. Yesterday, for example, I started to sketch the snowman with some Batman hat. But then I was like, yeah, that's kind of cool, but I still don't, I need to draw something different, because the snowman isn't really very interesting, and I wanted to have something for my portfolio for little children. So then I thought, okay, I need to do something more cute or more interesting. So I'm going to show you the sketch. Oh god. So that is my sketch. It's actually little children Alex when she did draw a snowman, because it's raining outside and you can't build a snowman without snow, right? So yes, this is something I'm going to color in now. To be honest, I really like when the pencil lines are still a bit messy, but sometimes it really takes too much time to first do the drawing on a paper and then put it into your computer. So sometimes when I'm really in a rush, I do all my drawings within Photoshop. So I use brushes that are almost exactly like a pen or like a pencil, so that helps a lot, but it's still something different, you know, like when you see that all that smushy dirty paper around here and stuff. That is something that you can try to do that in Photoshop. Maybe I have to train this a little bit more and try to make it work like that. But I still need to learn, as you can see, like everybody has to. It never stops. So yeah, I might scan this in now and then work on this on my computer and show you the result afterwards. So now I'll start drawing my illustration for Christmas. Oh, and I have to do the other drawing today as well. I don't even know which topic this is going to be, but I've already been talking way too long. So let's end this here now, guys. Hi there, guys. So me and Quinn, where's that focus? What the hell are you doing, focus? So me and Quinn and me, we're going to my mother's place now, and I'm really in a hurry. I'm very late, actually, to be honest. Damn. So yes, we have to hurry now, but well, no stress. I can't change it. I really wanted to finish that illustration, which you can now find on my Instagram, but you will find it anyways because you'll see this later than me. So yeah, very excited. Let's go to my mother's place. Woohoo! Very cool. Mommy's house. Quinn, what you eating? Mommy the witch. Mommy the witch and the witch house. Okay, let's go. Hello-de doody. So it ended up a little bit stressful, to be honest, because I went to my mom's place way too late. Then traffic was crazy. Then it started to rain. So we ended up going to a restaurant that is opened all day from morning to evening. And we didn't go to the Christmas market, which is sad. But she gave me one Christmas thing. And that's this little chocolate, Milka chocolate Santa Claus. I'm going to eat a piece of this now. Yummy. Marcel is going to join us now. Quinn can't join us. Well, he can, but can't eat anything. Oh. It's with nuts. Calm down, calm down. I wanted to show you my illustration from today, but I'll show you this one over here. Because wonder of the technique. Can I say that in English even? Wunder der Technik. Wonder of the technique. Marcel just ate the whole Christmas Santa Claus, chocolate Santa Claus, in one go. So the next illustration I'm going to do now, it's already 6:30 almost. The reason for me being here so late is because I also had to go to Fuxi, and we had to do a little walk in the dark, which was quite nice actually, but it was super windy out there and it also rained a little bit. I don't know, I feel exhausted. But now, illustration number 2 for today. Hi there. So I just finished illustration number 2 for today, because yesterday I didn't do one, so I had to do 2 today. And I'm pretty happy with yeah, with the results, I have to say. And I even counted the time a little bit at least, and I think it took me about 2 hours, I guess, to finish this illustration. So yes, it takes quite a long time still, even though there's not much going on there, just a little bit background and stuff, but it always takes some time to figure out what kind of colors I want to use, and I always have the same shading procedure, and yes, it pretty much takes me this long of a time. So now I'll just go and rest on the sofa a bit, and it's already 9:30. So yeah, 9:30 right now. Oh, Quinn, what are you doing there?
Frankfurt. Was andere ausprobiert?
Interesting. So it is quite windy outside right now. I could just hear that storm going crazy. So yeah, I'm going to the sofa now, and I'll chill and watch something beautiful and maybe sketch a little bit for tomorrow already. And yes, so that's pretty much all for today. So I just wanted to tell you guys thanks so much for watching all this, and I hope that today's topic was interesting for you and a little bit helpful. I know the style question is a hard one, but I'm very certain that you can get there. Marcel is talking over there with a friend of his, and they're playing some games. So yes, see you tomorrow, and sleep well. And I'm very excited about any comment you're leaving over here, so leave a comment down below, and hit that like button if you liked this, but only if you liked this, okay? So see you soon. Bye.